Okay. I'm just saying that. Sorry for being late about making the review, but here's the review of the Disney Rubik's Cube. Came with a stand. This obviously is not the stand that came with the cube, but who cares? I have like a million of these stands. Oh, well, at least not a million, but seems like a lot. And the thing about it is that when I got it, I'll tell you the exact place where I got it. I got it obviously in Disney World, but I got it in Epcot. Yeah, and we were like just going around Epcot, and we stopped and then tried to figure out where to go to where the best route is to go to get to the Michael Jackson Captain EO show theater area. And we happened to stop right next to, we have to stop next to the store there that, that's called the Mickey's, store. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's like Shop with Mickey or something like that. And I was looking around, hoping to find this or something similar. And I happened to find it, happened to see it there, and I was like, yes, I found it. I was also trying to look for the 2x2 Mickey head or this Mickey cube ball thing. And it costed $13.95, $14, which isn't that bad considering that a lot of Rubik's brand products are pretty expensive depending on where you buy it. Yeah. Usually a standard Rubik's brand 3x3 costs like somewhere between $9 and $15, which that isn't bad, but the prices on a lot of the merchandise at Disney World stores are pretty expensive. Like, for a shirt, it's like $30. Hat, $20. Where around my hotel, which wasn't not too far away from Disney, there was some other gift shop for like Orlando and stuff. They had almost exactly the same stuff, but half the price as Disney. Yeah. So, off of talking about that, I'll show you the box that it came in. The box is this box right here. And over there it said, the gang's all here. Disney Theme Park Edition Rubik's Cube. Start twisting and turning and mixing up the cube. First challenge to solve one side at a time to bring all images back into order. For the expert level, get all cubes of each color into their own side. And there shows the different characters and stuff. Yeah. Here's the box. It reminds me a lot like the newer boxes that comes with the Rubik's Cube. Like, for example, here's the 4x4 box. 4x4 box. And as you can see, there's a lot of resemblance in there. And the older type of box, the older type of hexagon boxes are like this, where it's like this, where there's only just like the top and bottom, and then two different sides that are just like talks about the puzzle. And on the new one, they have more color and contrast, makes it more appealing. And then now, so when I got it, it was like, okay. It turned decently. It turned decently, but not that very well. It turned a lot like this one when I first got it. And I have a video of me unboxing this and doing some stuff to make it really good. So yeah. And basically, yeah. So I actually like this. And then I worked it in, and then when I got home, lubed it, and it's really good now. It turned almost exactly a lot like my Type F2. Yeah, which is a good cube. If you can make your Rubik's Brain turn a lot like a Dian or an F2, but minus the corner cutting, then that is good. And then pieces are the standard Rubik's Brain pieces. Nothing that special. And then I'll talk about stickers and stuff. Right here, there's Goofy, Donald, Mickey, Pluto, Goofy, Minnie, and then Cinderella's castle. Okay, so something special, something weird I've noticed is that, like, notice the logo. See that logo, and then see the logo on this Rubik's Brain. They're pretty similar, but this one rotated 90 degrees. Like, rotated actually 45 degrees. It's a lot like my Boy Scout cube, which had the logo rotated 45 degrees. And one thing I wish that they've done is like have each character like put this exact same, like enlarge one of these so that it's like takes up the whole side, and so that when you turn it, it breaks up. Somewhat like how on this Boy Scout cube, where the image is like the full side and you can break it up. And yeah. And there's a story behind this. I'm not sure if it helped with the turning, but if you can see right here, there's some peeling. That's because later on that day, I was at Japan in Epcot. If you don't know what Epcot is like this place where they have different countries all in the same area, and then they sell stuff from that country in that area. So like they have Morocco, Japan, China, USA, Canada, France, and then some other countries. But yeah, and I was at Japan, and I had this in my bag that no, the gift bag that, well, it's like a shopping bag, just sum it up. And I was at Japan and I bought coconut flavored Pocky, and also bought this weird Japanese soda, which is like this, where you have to open it up and then have this thing where it has to push down a marble to open it. And what it did was I pushed it down and it fizzed up a lot and got all over my bag and got onto the cube, and that probably, and it was like the stickers were like wet and stuff, and I was like, oh great. But luckily a lot of them stayed intact, and only just these two had effect, and that's about it. And if you want one, I'll put a link down below to Amazon, which is about a couple dollars cheaper. But yeah, this is a good souvenir from Disney. Yeah, and basically, yeah, and also about the logo, I've noticed on a lot of the Rubik's Cube, picture cubes, like the sports cubes, like the NFL, NBA, NHL, and some of those other sports team logo, those are like this one right here, where it's more like the 1990s logo. Yeah. And but I wish I would show you what it would look like on a puzzle like that. But I gave my Boston Red Sox team to my English teacher last year, before, like, at the end of the school year, because I know she's a Boston Red Sox fan, and that's just a gift from me to her. Yeah. And so, this is an awesome cube. I just love it because it's so fast and amazing. Yeah. If you buy a Rubik's brand cube, the toning ability will vary depending on what you get. It's just random. Like, sometimes you get a super good cube, sometimes you get a bad cube, and then sometimes you get a decent cube where it turns okay but needs some more working in. Yeah, that's my review of this puzzle.